I'm chickened out after all this.
Chickened out, huh? New developments and the construction underway on a Chick-fil-A in Chico. We lay out the timeline for the opening day. Plus, we're tracking Reading Airport flight delays resulting from the relentless fog. And new tonight, what local law enforcement wants you to know about porch pirates this holiday season.
Covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
New at 6, Shasta County Sheriff's deputies arrested 2 Bernie men on charges of stealing property from PG&E and Sierra Pacific Industries. Investigators say $30,000 worth of tools and equipment was stolen in a burglary at the utilities equipment yard in Bernie on December 4th, and that unopened spools of wire were taken from Sierra Pacific. 42-year-old Tyson Courtney, an SPI employee, was arrested after deputies say they found stolen items in his truck and his home, plus methamphetamine. 40-year-old Adam Zamora was also arrested for that PG&E burglary and for being a felon in possession of a gun and ammo. Well, some tense moments this morning in a tributary off the Sacramento River at the Pine Creek boat launch near Chico after a car was spotted in the water, drawing rescue crews to the scene. Action News Now reporter Jerry O'Lennon picks up the story from there.
Wow. This was the scene shortly after 9 a.m. That's Butte County Search and Rescue's Trevor Skaggs seeing if anyone was inside the Audi 4-door sedan.
Lights were on, so it meant we needed to hop into action as fast as possible.
Working headlights can mean the submersion was recent and that someone might still be inside. But minutes later, relief. The good news came at about 9:30 in the morning when a Butte County Search and Rescue diver went into the water and looked over the vehicle and found no one inside of it. With no life in danger, the mission shifted to recovery. A tow truck and search and rescue team secured the vehicle and slowly pulled it back to shore. No injuries, just damage to the car.
You go out there and obviously you're hoping for the best, and in this case it seems like we've had a good outcome and that there was nobody in the driver's seat or passenger seat of the vehicle. How
the car ended up in the water is still a mystery, but the good news is it didn't take anyone with it. In Butte County, Jerry O'Lennon, Action News Now.
The Butte County Search and Rescue Team is all volunteers who leave their jobs on a moment's notice during an emergency, and they do rely on donations. If you'd like to help out, you can go to this story on our homepage. Well, we have video taken earlier today on Eaton Road in Chico of the fall colors and the foggy sky. Sade pulling in for Chief Meteorologist Howie Gordon tonight. Sade, tracking a pretty chilly night ahead.
Yeah, we're going to remain pretty chilly and gloomy tonight. We're looking at about 46 degrees in Chico right now. Now, I know it says 64 in Reading, but it's about 52 degrees in Reading, so they're a little bit more warmer, but other than that, they are still getting some of that chilliness and a bit of fog as well. Foothills are currently in the 40s to 50s with 50 degrees in Paradise. And then we have 47 degrees in Mount Shasta. So definitely a chilly evening. We've been pretty much in the mid to lower 40s across the valley all day today. And it's going to stay pretty much like that for the remainder of this evening. Wind speeds have been pretty light. We have 7 miles per hour in Reading, pretty calm in the foothills and in the mountains as well. And this is a look at our satellite showing that rain is missing our area. We're remaining dry. The only thing that we have to really deal with is the chilliness, the clouds, and that widespread fog and some haze. Back to you, Haley.
All right, thanks, Sade. Well, flight delays and cancellations have been plaguing the Reading Regional Airport because of that fog. Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield shows us what's going on and how the airport is handling it.
According to the Reading Airport manager, a total of 5 flights have been significantly delayed, on top of 5 being canceled entirely due to the heavy fog here in the Reading area over the past week. Today, a San Francisco flight to Reading ended up having a 12-hour delay until it was officially canceled just before noon. Today's flight from Seattle to Reading was diverted to Redmond, Oregon. Delays are because of the dense fog, reducing the visibility minimums for aircrafts at Reading Regional Airport. The aircraft minimums for Reading Regional is 3/4 of a mile. And with more fog expected in the area over the next week or so, more cancellations and delays are not off the table here at the Reading Airport. Reporting in Reading, I'm Blake Mayfield, Action News Now.
So if you're flying in or out of Reading this week, just keep an eye on your flight status. That dense fog may keep changing the schedule. Well, construction is officially underway on Chico's first Chick-fil-A. Valor Ventures, a Beverly Hills-based real estate investment and management firm, purchased the 1.5 acres near the Target and Walmart in South Chico last year. The mayor says the city has issued all of the necessary permits. So now a due date or timeline will be solely up to construction company in charge. The owner of Valor Ventures told Action News Now that construction should take about 5 or 6 months, meaning an opening in May of next year is likely.
There's a Chick-fil-A that's being built right across the street. There's a Cane's you just came out of.
Yep.
And there's a KFC right next door. Is that too much chicken?
No, never. Nah.
I love chicken.
We love chicken.
Right next to each other.
It's good because it gives more job opportunities and it helps the community out.
I said it's too much chicken.
Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, KFC, you got no preference.
You got Popeyes, nah, man, that's...
You're not a big chicken guy?
Nah, not really. I mean, I'm chickened out after all this.
The Chick-fil-A will feature 82 parking spaces, including 19 compact spots and 17 electric vehicle-compatible stalls. Its dual-lane drive-through will be able to accommodate up to 40 vehicles at once, and I have a feeling there's still going to be a long line on opening day. Well, new tonight, a rollover crash on northbound Highway 99 near East First Avenue caused a big disruption for Chico drivers this afternoon. We were out there as well. Take a look. The truck is completely overturned on the road. The CHP, Chico Police, and Caltrans crews cleared the scene, but it did back up traffic all the way to East 20th Street. Police say it was a no-contact hit-and-run crash and that there were no major injuries. Now, we're also told they're looking for a blue car that may have been responsible. Highway 70 is expected to reopen at Jarbo Gap by Friday, wrapping up construction for winter. Crews closed the road to pour concrete on a bridge deck, add drainage, and to paint new stripes. Caltrans says they will pause this project until spring of next year to keep workers safe and to keep that traffic moving. New at 6, Highway 20 is back open after a crash blocked both lanes earlier today. Caltrans says the crash involved a semi-truck and a box truck, and it happened about 2 miles east of the Highway 16 junction in Colusa County. They say crews moved traffic through one-way control for several hours while they cleared debris. December is one of the busiest months for online shopping and package deliveries. We know that, and that also means it's a prime opportunity for so-called porch pirates. Action News Now reporter Bea Barbosa joins us live in downtown Chico. Bea, it's a funny name for a problem that's really not so funny at all, and it always gets worse, of course, right after Prime Day, right after the Black Friday deals, all that.
Yes, Haley. In fact, a recent survey from Insurify found that nearly half of Cyber Monday shoppers say they've had a package stolen. Several people I spoke with today here in Chico say they have been a victim of porch piracy. Others say they haven't yet, but are still concerned about their packages being stolen. Some tell me they have even taken extra precautions to try to decrease the chance of it happening to them.
It's always a worry for me that something will arrive, whether it's like mine or my neighbors or my roommates, and somebody could just like swipe it. So I usually try to have them hide it, or I'll have them like put it behind the garage or something, or I'll just ask a neighbor to like look out for it.
I reached out to the Butte County Sheriff's Office to find out how much porch piracy has been impacting people in the county this season. And good news, a spokesperson for the Sheriff's Office tells me the county has not received many reports of package theft this year, but they do have some tips for those who are worried about a holiday Grinch stealing their presents. They say to track your packages so you know when they'll be delivered, install a camera at your home to keep an eye out for deliveries, ask a trusted friend or neighbor to bring the package in if you're not home when it's delivered, and require a signature upon delivery so your package is not left on your porch unattended. They also tell me that another alternative is to set up a P.O. box or delivery service lockbox instead of having your packages delivered to your doorstep. Reporting live in Chico, Bea Barbosa, Action News Now.
All right, thank you, Bea. The Sheriff's Office also says it's important that you report any suspicious activity you see to law enforcement to help prevent this from happening. New developments for the woman accused of helping her friend abduct her own children from their biological father. A trial date has been set. Jeanette Turner is suspected of picking up Aaron Ray's children after they ran away because Ray had allegedly convinced her that their father would kill them. Turner's trial date is now set for March 16th of next year. Both women face up to 4 years in prison if they're convicted. Those children are now in foster care. Jury selection was done today in the trial of Jennifer O'Connell, charged with the disruption of a public meeting in Shasta County. It stems from an alleged disruption during a Board of Supervisors meeting on November 7th of last year. The case will be heard tomorrow. New at 6, federal officials say Chinook salmon no longer need to be protected under the Endangered Species Act. Active NorCal is reporting that the National Marine Fisheries Service reached the conclusion after a year-long review, finding that the populations face a low risk of extinction. The agency found that most historical runs are still spawning in the thousands and that predators are not causing population declines. Federal officials say that this is a final action and it is not open for public comment. Still ahead, we'll show you some of the amazing winning photographs in California State Park's anniversary photo contest. Plus,
most Northern California counties are facing a shortage of primary care physicians. Now, one local group believes that the answer is in building a new medical school in the area. I'm Action News Now reporter Jesse Angelo, and tonight at 11, I'll be talking to some people behind this new consortium to find out how such a school could impact healthcare right here in Northern California.